welcome back to the Zen Garden, opening the mind to the universe of financial services contemplation and seeking a moment of solace and peace against the chaotic force of nature that is Donald Trump. Drink it in, breathe in. And specifically I felt some narrative was required on Trump's tariff policy, because you will recall on Liberation Day back in April, there was a lot of concern that the introduction of these tariff policies, which is basically imports to the United States have to pay a tariff or a tax, 10, 20, 50 or 150% if you're China or selling Chinese goods into the States, that this would be passed on to consumers and it would increase prices and therefore increase inflationary pressure. And that's generally considered to be a bad thing in economies. What we've noticed in the meantime is the US economy, and particularly stock markets, they've attained new highs, and the naysayers are saying that basically tariffs have had no impact whatsoever. Mainly naysayers in the Republican Party, as I say. The same naysayers who are saying that with the big beautiful bill that has reduced taxes, that's good too. So increasing tariffs and taxes is good if you're a Republican, and reducing taxes is good too. And obviously there's no contradiction there whatsoever. But speaking to the point about the association between tariffs and the US economy and the stock market high that we've achieved, is the fact is tariffs really haven't taken any effect yet. They're what's called a lead indicator. A lot of things in economies act a little bit like trying to turn an oil tanker. You turn the wheel, but it takes a while for the rudder to actually start to turn the ship. So, for example, if central banks raise interest rates, it's usually 18 to 24 months before you see any real impact of that. Similarly with tariffs, consumer confidence at the moment is fairly high. That's buoyed by what's going on in stock markets. We've achieved a new high. And it's because tariffs haven't really fed through and started to bite people in the back pocket yet. And it takes a while for them to realise that and to see it in their household budgets. So the impact is likely to start to bite in the next 6 to 12 months. And that's when we'll start to see the impact of these tariffs. So if one is looking at the American market thinking everything is looking fantastic, simply on the basis that you've got stock market high that's been achieved, is one should also be looking at other lead indicators of where the economy is likely to go. Not where it will go, but where it's likely to go. And tariffs, which is inflationary and reducing consumer spending power, is likely to actually be recessionary and to dampen further growth. Another indicator that you saw was jobs data, which Donald Trump also didn't like very much, so he changed it. Because the American economy looks like it is starting to slow down a little bit because there are less jobs being created. Another lead indicator we might look at. So simply that from the safety of the walled garden of our mind here, when we're looking at stock market highs, we have to look at the underlying narrative and those other lead indicators to give some sense of where we might be going to inform our strategy. And with those common sense, peaceful thoughts in mind, we'll see you next time.